A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. And welcome to 2K Sports. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Well, those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Devin Booker out there with Christian Brown. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Duncan in at the 4.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
First team down. At the line for your Raptors, Paul George. One shot.
One shot.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Now here's Ingram. And he buries his first look.
That Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Wembanyama, screen on Ingram. For three, George. The rebound by Duncan.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
There's the triple. The shot misses. Here's Toronto with the ball. Isaac outside. Shoots over Lively. That one off the back iron and out. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him, trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
Ball passes to Wembanyama. Not going to go that time.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And the bucket is good.
So good, so experienced, Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Here's the pick. And here's Ingram from the arc. The offensive rebound. George against Booker. Another shot. Count that bucket. Booker's got 5 points.
And if Booker has the defense on him inside, he can still deliver. He doesn't let that get to him.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Grimes, the pass to Isaac. It's George on the wing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Nice move to get inside, but then the D's right there waiting for him.
Grimes, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Grimes. Wembanyama screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Duncan. Good D by Wembanyama.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Wembanyama. Kicks it to George. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Booker. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by George.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by George. Toronto trailing. Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Duncan. Lively with it. No points so far. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Isaac. Here's Grimes. The 3. It's deflected. Here's Brown to the middle. Here's Booker. Pass to Brown. Here's Duncan, covered by Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Booker for 3. Rebound Toronto. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Ball outside. Wembanyama, screen on Lively. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Toronto making a switch here. Warford's checked in. The Warriors lead by 5. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's Brown. Lively passes to Brown. Here's McGinnis. Horford covering. Here's McGinnis. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's Richardson following the score by Golden State. Shot clock at 6. Horford, a screen on Vassell. Here's Exum. McGinnis with a rebound. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 14-4 run. Brown passes to Van Vliet. Here's McGinnis. And he banks in the layup. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by the Raptors. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Exum. No made baskets yet. Richardson to 3. Sinks it from distance.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
They set the screen. Vassell passes to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Done outside. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Brown. From deep three-point land. He is hauled in by Exum.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And that one misses. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
.41 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Exum. Still no points. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Van Vliet. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's McGinnis, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Toronto foul. Warriors substitution. Number 21, Tim Duncan.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They've got LaMelo Ball. Paul George out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Richardson in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Duncan, covered by Wembanyama. Right through the D for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Unbelievable finish with the defense right on top of them. That takes a ton of focus.
Ball against Van Vliet. LaMelo working inside.
The inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Van Vliet, the pass to Duncan. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Ball outside. George outside. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. George has got 8 points.
With his feet set, you expect Paul George to knock that down.
Van Vliet, the pass to McGinnis. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Brandon Ingram is checked in for the Warriors. Devin Booker comes in for Fred Van Vliet.
Devin Booker.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Ball finds George. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Warriors leading. Ball with a steal. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Vassell left side. Pass to Ingram. Outside Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Picked it out of midair. In transition, here come the Warriors.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Isaac, he's checked in for Toronto. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Ball passes to Grimes. Isaac outside. The three. Toronto the rebound. Pass to Grimes. Wembanyama, screen on Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Grimes. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Ingram. Isaac covering. Back to Ingram. Vassell outside. Goes up from the top of the key. He gets it in there. Vassell's gotten his second bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And Ball with the basket. The assist by George.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's dance it. Bring those moves.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Lively. Here's Brown. On the wing, Vassell. Now Ingram from behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. Ingram's got 5 now.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. And he's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it.
Now here's Wembanyama. Ball outside. Ball making the D look helpless.
Yeah, how about the athleticism from LaMelo? Great agility in the lane.
Outside Ingram. Vassell passes to Booker. And here's Ingram. Pass to Vassell. Lively with a screen on George. Back to Lively. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Right side Booker. And there's the lob. Tipped. Stolen by Ball. Here comes Toronto on the push. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Attention fans, now on the scoring for our squad. Get loud and let them hear it. We know that you want a free t-shirt, so let's get loud.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And he's good on the second.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 5. Lively with a screen on Isaac. And here's Ingram outside. Sinks the tray. Ingram's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
On the wing, Isaac. Covered by Ingram. George, good.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Outside Ingram. Back to Booker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ball finds Isaac. Here's Grimes. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Second chance shot. And the layup is good by Isaac. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And really nice timing by Isaac on the glass, winning himself a great second chance look.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. With some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Isaac. Exum comes in for Grimes. And it's Dunn in for Ball. And here are the Warriors now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor. His impact lives on, Allie. To the inside. His first shot attempt. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Ingram. Booker with a screen on Horford. Outside Booker. Takes the 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Booker's got 10 points.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Now here's George. He's got 12. Horford can't hit. And here's Ingram from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
Ingram staying agile, ready to take the shot as soon as that opened up for him.
Done with it. George outside. Pass to Exum. Now here's Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Yeah, now can hit a jump shot, but man, down low, he's tough.
Vassell outside. And here's Ingram. Horford covering. Lively with a screen on Horford. Here's Ingram. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Exum. Basket's good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Richardson's checked in for Toronto. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. The Warriors have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Richardson against Ingram. Tipped. Here's Dunn. Pass to Exum. Here's Haywood. Dunn outside. Screen by Horford. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Chris Dunn. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Ingram. Over Richardson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Ingram's got 13.
Right now, Brandon Ingram is just taking command of the entire game.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game.
At the line for Toronto, Chris Dunn, shooting 1.
One shot.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Warriors. There's 42 seconds left to play in the half. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Dunn. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Exum gets the bucket.
There are only 2 players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Warriors trail by 3. Right side Ingram. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this game. And there it is for him.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome balance there from Ingram on the play, even after the contact, able to absorb it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Brandon Ingram, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Ingram.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
Dunn outside. Here's Wembanyama. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Derek Lively. Allie.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He told me that the issue is a sore back. They're trying to work out the stiffness now, but undeterred, already back in action and pushing through it. Guys?
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Christian Brown, also Devin Booker out there. Derek Lively is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Duncan in at the power forward position. Here's Duncan, pass to Lively. To the paint. Here's Booker. Look at Booker elevate.
Well, watching these guys take off, it's awesome, and Booker putting on a show.
Toronto trailing. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Outside Wembanyama. They get it back. Isaac, the pass to Ball. Wembanyama, screen on Booker. Inside, deflects the pass. Ingram with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And this is a pretty even game right now in Toronto. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. They double team George. Ball against Booker. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 8 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And the Warriors shooting pretty well at 45%. Down low. A nice shot by Duncan. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Ingram against George. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Now that's where you get a good indicator of how skilled Paul George is. Gets creative against the defense.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And the Warriors making a change here. Vassell's checked in.
Paul George. One shot.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Here's Booker. 12 points for him. Pass to Duncan. Back to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vassell. Off target from 3-point range. For Toronto, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
The 3 ball. Toronto the rebound. George with the bucket. He's got 17.
And George has a way of sniffing out those offensive rebounds. I like when he takes that kind of initiative.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Lively. Outside Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Now the D's trying to limit the looks that Booker is getting, but he's terrific around the rim.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
We love to give away shirts to our loudest fans. Now is that time to grab a free shirt. If you want the t-shirt, I need to hear you at your very loudest. Who wants one? It's time for t-shirts.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Haywood passes to Ball. George with it. They double team George. Back to Ball. 4 on the clock. Pulls it. And again, Toronto, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Out to the right wing. Here's Lively. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Toronto.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Vassell passes to Duncan. Van Vliet outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Raptors with a lead. All outside. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. George has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And George, a volume three-point shooter who possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
Here's Duncan. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Some changes for Toronto. Horford, he's checked in for Isaac. Richardson comes in for Paul George. And Exum subbed in for Grimes. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Haywood. Good. And the Raptors lead by 3. Here's Van Vliet. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Vassell.
Good size on Vassell. Learning how to maneuver it inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off. Done. He's checked in for Ball. Good on the second one. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And here's Exum. He has 6. That three's off the mark. Van Vliet outside. To the right side. Here's Duncan. Horford covering. Duncan, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Good on the bucket.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Now Vassell, 5 points in the game, and counted from 12 feet. Vassell's got 7 points in the game.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so here is Toronto. The lead is 2. Now here's Exum. Give him 8. Inside. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
All right, Al Horford getting up there for the gym. You forget how big he is.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Duncan. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Haywood. Raptors lead by 4. Dunn, the pass to Exum. Now Dunn. From deep. McGinnis with a rebound. McGinnis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Vassell passes to Duncan. And that one's good. He's got 9. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Exum outside. Pass to Dunn. Back to Exum. Doubled by Joe. Exum passes to Horford. Had a hand on it. Dives for it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And the Raptors making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Vassell. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Warriors.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
To the middle. It's tipped. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Horford. The Warriors pull it in. McGinnis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Van Vliet with it. Yet to see a basket. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Misses the layup. Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. The 3 from Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Duncan, covered by Wembanyama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And these will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
At the line for the Warriors, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Dunn. And the 3 off target. Dunn with a steal. Richardson for 3. He drops it from range. Richardson's got 6.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a bucket. Here's Duncan. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dunn, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
13 foul.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
Chris Dunn. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And the Warriors making a change here. And so he hits both. Outside Ingram. 1 second left. And he hits the jumper. 18 points for him.
Even if they saw the step back coming, the defense didn't offer much resistance.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Raptors leading by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Toronto leading by 7. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Wembanyama. Paul is out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Outside Booker. Van Vliet with a screen on George. Booker no good. The Raptors shooting around 50% of the game so far. Ball passes to Isaac. Oh, from deep. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Van Vliet. Lively with a screen on Ball. Here's Van Vliet. Got a piece of it.
You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up to send it back.
Pass to Grimes. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Warriors trail by 11. Van Vliet outside. Over to the wing. The shot. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
The assist. George McGinnis.
So it's Toronto now. Pass to George. They set a pick. Here's Wembanyama. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Lively. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Vassell, he's checked in for Van Vliet.
Number 18.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Grimes. Ball finds Wembanyama. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Warriors trail by 12. Vassell outside. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Rebound Toronto. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. George against Booker. Nice shot by George. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, PG can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
Pass to Lively. Vassell with it, pounded by Ball. Vassell passes to Brown. For 3, Booker. Oh yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
Booker, a fantastic shooter. When he's got his feet underneath him, he's one of the best in the league.
Outside Wembanyama. Here's Isaac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Toronto,
Jonathan Isaac.
taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. George against Booker. Here's McGinnis. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Golden State. George.
That free throw no good.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And so George will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Wembanyama finds Ball. Here's George. Into the lane. And that one drops. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Just a sweet shot by George. So talented as a shooter.
Warriors trail by 13. Booker, the pass to McGinnis. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ball passes to Isaac. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Devin Vassell.
And forcing the defense's hand right there. I mean, Jonathan Isaac to the line. A good sign for this team.
Jonathan Isaac.
That free throw good from Isaac. That one misses. Warriors trail by 14. Vassell passes to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. And the Warriors miss again. Toronto leading by 14. Here's Grimes. Deflected.
Phenomenal defense. The long arms of Vassell helping him come up with that block.
Brandon Ingram is checked in for the Warriors.
Number 3, Brandon Ingram.
And so here is Toronto. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And the Raptors miss again. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Duncan. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. To the paint. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And PG just springing to the rim.
Warriors trail by 14. Outside Booker. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
George passes to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Booker. Oh, George with a steal. Here comes Toronto on the push. It's rebounded by Golden State. Duncan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the inside. Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Pass to Grimes. Now Ball. And he can't get that one. Excellent D there from Booker. Warriors trail by 14. From 11 feet away. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Exum's checked in for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
Toronto on D. Brown passes to Duncan. Now Booker. George defending. Shot clock at 5. The 3 is up. And it's Devin Booker with the 3. Booker's got 20 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Allie, thank you. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 14. Pass to McGinnis. 5 on the clock. Ingram with the ball. And it's off from three-point range. Now here's Ball. Wembanyama, screen on Booker. The 3 from Ball. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to McGinnis. Now Booker. Here's Duncan. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's George. Over Ingram. George, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Booker no good. Toronto leading by 12. Ball taking his time here. Pass to George. To the middle. Kicks it out to Isaac. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Done. He's checked in for Exum.
Now into the lineup for you.
Warriors trail by 12.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Raptors.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now, Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Ball outside. Pass to George. Over Ingram. And again, Toronto no good. Golden State with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Brown. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Paul George.
How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jefferson is out there with DeBusschere. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. Conley feeling it out. Teardrop shot. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Conley.
Any shot Thompson puts up has great touch.
Paul kicks to DeBusschere. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Okongwu. To the inside. Baylor against Jefferson. Baylor can't get it to go. Jefferson passing to Paul. And here's DeBusschere. Mitchell with it. He's covered by Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Baylor. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Baylor. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Okongwu finds Conley. 5 on the clock. Over Adebayo. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Here's DeBusschere. The offensive rebound. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
To the paint, here's Jefferson, and Jefferson throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Baylor. He's looking for...
Worth the price of admission. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Davis. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. DeBusschere against Davis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And that bucket is why AD is special. Davis can fix a lot of your problems.
Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Mitchell. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game. Davis gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Adebayo against Okongwu. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Thompson passes to Baylor. Now here's Conley, defended by Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.